Get ready to lace up. We're taking you inside high school basketball, your home team, your rivals, inside the action, inside the excitement, inside all the games that count. Taking you inside high school basketball like no one else can. This is Inside High School Sports with Pat Doney.
Welcome to Inside High School Sports. I am Pat Doney. The girls' postseason starts next week, and we're going to show you how some district races came down to the final game. That's a little later in the show. But we start with a district title on the boys' side that was up for grabs Friday night. The 8-6A leader going into Friday was South Grand Prairie with one loss, but that one loss came to Haltom, which, with the Buffaloes win Friday, could give Haltom the district crown. The Warriors versus the Buffaloes is today's Whataburger Game of the Week. Both coaches knew what was on the line in this huge district battle, and South Grand Prairie started off the game with quite the flair. Cameron Carroll leaves it up for Cameron Paul for the big-time alley-oop. Warriors out the gates. Nice start, 2-0 lead. Haltom took advantage of this errant behind-the-back pass. You don't want to leave 6'8" Barron Smith with a clear path. Look out below. 19 points for him, but SGP would rely on the three-point shooting of Carroll. 16 points for him. The Warriors were up 28-23 at the half. Third quarter, more from Carroll. A nice bounce pass to Marquise Young, who scores and is fouled. SGP up 7. We didn't forget about Oklahoma commit Kual Attack. The senior threw quite the block party for the Buffaloes as he was swatting shots left and right. The big man is hard to get around in the paint, and when he wasn't altering shots, he was making tough threes, like this one. 19 points for Attack. Haltom tied the game at 41 in the fourth, but the Warriors went back to what worked. That's Carroll to Paul for the alley-oop. South Grand Prairie pulled away 56-49 and is the 8-6A district champions. St. Mark's in the 4A SPC state title game against Bel Air Episcopal out of Houston. St. Mark's Dawson Batee gets the ball and knocks down the jumper. Batee led the team with 20 points. And the Lions are up 12-9. Second quarter, St. Mark's down 3, so Brandon Graham decides to go ahead and tie things up with a 3-ball. We're knotted up at 20. The Lions had trouble with Episcopal point guard Justin Begg. Watch him go behind the back to Jaquil Registe for the dunk, and the Knights led 37-29 at the break. Luke Lakowski trying to bring the Lions back. The steal and the layup, but it wasn't enough. St. Mark's falls just short of a state title with a 62-55 loss to Episcopal. The state's #1 6A team, Plano East, hit the road to Hebron High Friday night. The Panthers showing their pesky defense here, which triggers a break. John Tran going to finish it off with a nice up and under scoop off the glass. Nice play there. Hebron steps up their defense when Jalen Haynes gets the rip and then goes all the way for the hoop and the foul for 3 the old-fashioned way. Nice play. Tran had it cooking, though, in this one. Here he gets set up in the corner and knocks down the tray. Panthers up 3 at the break, though. Second half. Now Hebron looking to outside the arc as well. Graham Moore going to rip the net from the opposite corner. The Hawks hanging right with the #1 Panthers, but John Tran had himself a ball game. He sets up nicely again in the corner, and again he's pure from there. 20 points for Tran. That led all scorers. #1 ranked Plano East remains perfect on the season with a 63-55 win over Hebron. Top-ranked 5A team in the state, Lancaster, in a district matchup at Forney. The Jackrabbits tried to stay in it early. Jeremiah Paul, splitting defenders, goes off the glass for 2. Lancaster faced a zone all night, and they beat it here with a nice high-low from Amari Reed to Kobe Pearson. Colin Douglas was the zone beater in this one. Here he hits from right in front of the Forney bench. Next possession, same guy, same spot. Douglas nailed 6. Count them, 6 triples in the first half. Later, it's Douglas leading the break. The nice dump off to Carday Turner. The Tigers led by 16 at the half. Second half, they start to pull away. Dylan Batee splits 2 defenders, takes it baseline for the jam, and a little later, Batee again. A clear lane to the hoop, gets the dunk and the foul. Lancaster wins its 16th straight game, 91-56 over Forney. Denton Ryan came into Tuesday night's game against Colleyville Heritage alone atop the 7-5A standings. The Panthers were hoping to change that by the night's end. First quarter, great ball movement by Colleyville Heritage until Tristan Strength dishes to 6'11" Tim Finau for the big stuff. Strength did his damage from the outside as he hit 3 3-pointers in the first half on his way to 16 points. The Panthers up 15-12 after a quarter. Second quarter, Cedric Dent behind the ball, gets the ball behind the arc, and his defender leaves him. That's not a great idea. Cedric drops a long ball on him. Dent finished with a game-high 20 points. Finau was just too big, though, for the Ryan defense. A nice little lefty bank shot here as he scored 19 points. Colleyville Heritage is now tied for first with Ryan as they beat the Raiders 69-50. Frisco Heritage and Walnut Grove were in a three-way tie for first in 10-5A. Heritage led by 6 at the break, and when Tatum Bell Jr. scored on a cut to the basket, the Coyotes led by 10. Parker Evanson had a big night, specifically a big third quarter when he scored 10, bringing his team to within 1 heading into the fourth quarter. Cameron Lomax took advantage of a man down to fire a 3 here. Heritage pushed the lead back out to 8, but the Wildcats kept coming and Evanson kept firing. This three-pointer brought his team to within 2. Evanson finished with 24 in the game. Despite those runs, though, Walnut Grove was never able to take the lead, and Lomax scored 9 points in the final 6 minutes. Heritage wins 63-59 to take sole possession of first place. Allen and Little Elm were playing for a share of the district title in the final game of the regular season. Late in the first half, Little Elm's Shiloh Kimpson gets into the lane and hits a tough shot. Their 28-25 lead was their largest to that point. Allen comes right back by scoring the next 5 points, including a 3-point play from Sky Pep, who made the layup despite the hard foul. We're tied at 30 at halftime. Now in the third quarter, Allen pushing the tempo. Simone Richmond knocks down the pull-up 3 to give Allen a 5-point lead, 45-40. Guess what? By the end of the third quarter, Little Elm had the lead back after a steal by Renaya Hunt and a layup by Madison Martin. Martin hit this runner late in the game for a 2-point lead, and Amina Diallo blocks a shot to seal it. Little Elm wins 66-62. Okay, the girls' playoffs start on Monday, and if you're looking to win a state championship, it helps to have a player who's already won a state tournament MVP. And Frisco Liberty has that kind of player leading the way. Kiera Roseby is our Parker University MVP.
Kiera Roseby has had an amazing career at Frisco Liberty. In January, she surpassed the 1,000 career point milestone, and those points have come from all over. Roseby is a master of the ball fake, as her low post moves make defenders' heads spin. But Kiera can also connect from the outside and make it difficult to stop on the offensive end. Roseby was named the 5A state MVP last year, and she helped lead the Redhawks to a state championship. Kiera will be heading to Stephen F. Austin for her college ball.
An amazing player in so many different ways, and Kiera now in studio with her new bobblehead. Congratulations on this and the great season. I think it's pretty good, too. What do we think about the bobblehead, Kiera?
Yes, I love it so much. It's crazy how identical it looks.
Yeah, it's well-deserved, too. Such a great player for so long, too. And I want to talk about your versatility because you score inside, outside. Our producer, Ward Fasold, is always talking about your game and your ability down low. How does that versatility help you? Do you think it gives you an advantage against opposing teams that you can score in so many different ways?
Well, when I was younger, I was post. Like, I was always the tallest on my team, so I was down low. And so, like, growing up, my coach, he was like, you're not going to be a post in college. And he knew I wanted to play at the next level. So he was like, you're not going to be a post in college, so you need to, like, start venturing out. And ever since then, I've been working on my guard and post moves. And the fact that I played when I was younger was, like, a plus. So
yeah, and it's clearly working because you guys are back again. Frisco Liberty again, coming off the 5A state championship, trying to defend. And we were talking a little bit ago, this team may not quite be what it was last year, but it's really close. Take me inside the locker room. What makes this team and this group so special?
Well, we struggle as a team, we fight as a team, and we're a really close-knit team. So we really get along. So we know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, but I think it's really interesting because your team, too, the 1-2 punch, you and JCAB, I mean, you guys have been so good for so long. What's that like, playing alongside her and being able to rely on her over and over and over again?
Well, we go at it every practice, so we give each other competition so we can get better. And I feel like we're each other's biggest competition, and that's how we're going to get better for other teams. And it's really good to, like, play against her, and we go at it every single practice.
And then now you're headed to Stephen F. Austin, as we said just a minute ago. Why was Stephen F. Austin, the Lady Jacks, the right place for you to play your college basketball?
Well, I'm a really big family person, and whenever I stepped on that campus, it felt like a big family, and I knew it was a place for me. The coaches, they actually love and care about their players, and that's a place I want to be.
Bright future there. Cannot wait to see what you do first, though, in the playoffs again this year. Kiera, congratulations on your success, and thank you for being with us here in studio today.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, more hoops action. Plus, we'll head to Mesquite, where a couple of head coaches have started a side business that'll make your mouth water. Stay with us.
The Game of the Week is brought to you by Whataburger. There's breakfast, then there's Whataburger breakfast, with items like honey butter chicken biscuit, taquito, and breakfast on a bun. Served 11 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Colleyville Heritage visiting Denton Ryan, trying to win a share of the 7-5A crown with Ryan and Argyle. The Lady Raiders were not having any of that thought in the first half. Des King with a long two. Ryan went to the break with a 21-11 lead. Second half, more Ryan. Atia Everett corrals the pass, and since her defender's behind her, she goes ahead and knocks down the three. Ryan leads by 4, but the Panthers put together a late charge in the third. After Janaea Armstrong pokes the ball free, she would lead the break, and Journey Hampton scores 2 of her 16 points. Suddenly, Colleyville Heritage had a 31-30 lead after 3. They were trailed by 3 with 15 seconds left. Last chance at a 3. But Kinley Lewis steps in front of the pass to help Ryan win the defensive title belt award. She also takes it in for a layup that seals the game. Ryan wins 40-35 and wins the 7-6A title outright. The Rowlett Eagles took on district foe Lakeview Centennial in a 9-6A play-in game with a playoff berth up for grabs. Rowlett catches a good bounce pass here when the inside gets deflected right to Kindy Bryan, who calmly knocks down the jumper. Centennial gets those 2 points back, though, and 1 when Zariah Scott drives the paint, gets bumped, and the bucket for a 3-point play. Centennial then gets out and running. Amira Crosby takes the pass and avoids the defender for the scoop home. Crosby led all scorers with 19, but Rowlett would make the presence known down low. Favor Ifidiora with a strong move and the bucket gets 1 of 3 of her 15. And the Eagles take down Lakeview Centennial by the final of 47-39 and will take on Royce City in round 1 of the playoffs. Coaching can be a stressful job, and it's not often that, well, it's easy sometimes to bring your work home with you. But our inside story found 2 cousins in Mesquite who found a second passion outside of basketball and have turned it into quite the side business.
Take care of the basketball and lay up every time, okay?
West Mesquite head boys basketball coach P.J. Randall has deep roots in Mesquite. He played high school basketball at Mesquite High, and after finishing up his college ball at Midwestern State, he started his coaching career and has the Wranglers back in the playoffs. Over at Mesquite High, his younger cousin, Kelsey Baker, heads up the Skeeters girls program and has them in the postseason for the first time in a decade. Baker was a standout for Mesquite Horn before going on to Texas Tech. When the cousins aren't on the sidelines coaching their respective teams, you can catch them working on their other passion.
On here we have some chicken breasts, some smoked chicken breasts, and then we have some smoked ribs.
About 5 or so years ago, we just got together and, wanted to do something different, and I like smoking meat, and I got her liking smoking meat. She likes smoked meat, and put it together.
We've always had that bond, and so just sitting around, I got to watch him and how much he enjoyed doing it. And so then I started doing it. I got my first smoker, and I, just started experimenting. He started helping me.
During COVID, they turned their passion for smoking meats into a full-fledged family business. With nothing but time on their hands, the cousins started a Takeout Tuesday campaign and just watched as their business took off.
We would create something. We did a brisket queso one time, and people were like, man, y'all should really sell this. And the idea of Takeout Tuesday came about, and we were just kind of sitting around, and we were like, hey, we should, do something on a Tuesday. People are coming home from work. They can just stop through. We
would announce on Facebook, through social media, hey, we're selling plates. This week we have brisket, ribs, chicken, with some sides. And, the first week we did, it was just something to do, And the first week we had probably 10 to 15 orders, And by the end of the summer, we're having close to 100 orders a Tuesday.
Coach Baker and Coach Randall cherish these evenings together cooking. Not only are they able to provide enough quality food for their community, but they're able to talk hoops as well.
We're always picking each other's brain, It's always good to hear something from a different perspective. But, this gives us the time just to kind of enjoy the beautiful weather and talk basketball and and, make some good food.
I feel like because of, the love that we put into them, this is truly a family business. Our parents are really, really close. We're really, really close, and everything that we do is done with love, and I feel like people can taste that.
Up next, we go next level with some players to watch in the girls' playoff season.
Hi, my name is Cameron Wilson. I play basketball at Mansfield Timberview, and my community is better because of Coach Walker. He's a great mentor. He talks about real-life situations in the classroom, not just strictly textbook stuff, and he shows me the right path on and off the court.
The Community Leader is brought to you by Community Coffee, who supports and celebrates the thriving communities at the heart of Texas high school sports. Community Coffee, strong as our roots.
Keller and BYU commit Brooks Barr leading the Indians into battle against Eaton. Early on, the Keller defense turns into offense with Alex Peterson picking up the deflection, and he goes coast to coast, finishing nicely on the other end. And then moments later, on the inbounds pass, Steven Ramirez draws a crowd and dishes to Cooper Guerra. Watch him bury the corner three. Nice shot. Eaton would respond by turning up the heat on defense with a half-court trap as Caden McClure gets the steal and Maverick Woodard flushes it home. But it wasn't enough as Keller goes on to get a big win. 55-50 the final. Like we mentioned earlier, the girls' postseason begins Monday, and Sean McFarland from the Dallas Morning News tells us about a few players to look out for in the playoffs in our Golden Chick Next Level.
The first round of the UIL girls basketball playoffs kicks off on February 12th. The Dallas-Fort Worth, as always, will be well represented with some of the state's best teams and athletes in the postseason. But it'll take some special teams and some special talent to emerge from that crowded group of contenders. South Grand Prairie's Talia Parker, Hebron's Paris Bradley, and Frisco Liberty's Kiera Roseby could have that kind of impact. Parker, a four-star recruit according to ESPN, is among the state's top girls basketball prospects. She's a Texas A&M commit, and the 6'1" guard has helped lead South Grand Prairie the number 8 spot in Texas's statewide rankings. With South Carolina signee Adele Tack sidelined for the season with a knee injury, Parker's play will be even more important. She'll need to be at her best to guide her team through a loaded 6A class that includes DeSoto, Duncanville, and Hebron. Speaking of Hebron, Bradley has been among the Metroplex's best scorers this season. She's averaged 18.2 points, 6.9 rebounds for a Hebron team that ranks number 2 in the state behind DeSoto. And at the 5A level, Roseby can help lead her team to a repeat. She's proven in the past that she can shine on the brightest stage too. The Stephen F. Austin signee scored a team-high 21 points in Liberty's state title game win last March against Lubbock Cooper. And she's averaged 10 points and 5 rebounds per game this season. Roseby, along with 5-star sophomore J.C. Abee, have a chance to build a dynasty at Liberty. The best athletes have a tendency to bring their A game in the postseason. Some, like Roseby, have shown they can, while Parker and Bradley have a chance to this March.
Should be fun. Thank you, Sean. Time for one last timeout. When we return, it's time for our Kroger Plays of the Week.
The Plays of the Week are brought to you by Kroger and its championship team. Shop your local Kroger store for great savings on these fan-favorite brands.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's show. We leave you with our Kroger Plays of the Week.
Hard days, no way with a heavy metal. Real live main stage, tear it up, rebels. Full charge, top speed, no brake pedal. We rise on top, never show fear. No time, no fail, won't stop here. Like a torch to a